Welcome everybody, and thanks so much for joining today's webinar on why use PRINCE2 in project management. So we're going to be talking about the benefits and the features of PRINCE2, specifically PRINCE2 version 7. My name is Janzelle, and I am a registered PRINCE2 version 7 practitioner and a project management tutor at ITonlinelearning, and I'm really excited to guide you through this session. So before we dive into sort of the benefits and the features of PRINCE2 version 7, let's take a brief journey through its history. Okay, so PRINCE2, which stands for Projects in Controlled Environments, originated in the UK in 1989. It began as almost a government standard for IT project management, but over the years it has evolved into a very universally recognized framework applicable to all types of projects, and that's regardless of the industry or regardless of the size. Kind of like the Beatles of project management, started in the UK, beloved worldwide nowadays. Okay. So why has PRINCE2 stood the test of time and become so widely adopted? Let's explore some of the key features that we have. So PRINCE2 actually offers several distinctive, very key features that set it apart from other project management methodologies. So firstly, PRINCE2 is designed to be a very generic method. So it separates the management aspects of project work from the specialist activities, which allows it to be applied to any project in any environment. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife of project management. It's versatile. It's handy for all situations. For example, you can use PRINCE2 whether you are launching a new marketing campaign or constructing a skyscraper. It's adaptable and not necessarily confined to just one industry. Now, secondly, one of the very core strengths of PRINCE2 is its clearly defined processes. Okay, so it specifies what needs to be done in a project. It provides a structured framework for all the project management activities that need to take place. It's like a GPS for your project journey. You know exactly where you are and the steps that you need to take in order to reach that desired destination. Okay, now thirdly, tailoring. Okay? We know that PRINCE2 is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It can be tailored to meet the specific needs of whatever organization you are working in, and it can be scaled to fit projects of varying sizes and varying complexities. Okay, it's like a well-tailored suit, fits just right, whether you're managing a very small team project or a very large-scale initiative. So in practice, let's say, for example, you could use PRINCE2 for a small team project to improve office coffee quality, okay? Or a large-scale project like developing a new software platform, for example. Now, PRINCE2 also provides a common vocabulary for all your project participants, and that facilitates really effective communication and understanding. Okay? Imagine trying to bake a cake, okay, and you've got someone who calls flour white powder and calls sugar sweet crystals. Very confusing. So PRINCE2 ensures that everyone speaks the same language in the project, which reduces your misunderstandings. Okay. And lastly, PRINCE2 is periodically updated to incorporate new information and new developments in project management best practices, usually around every 5 years, but it's not as though there is a strict schedule. And that means that you're always going to be working with the latest and the greatest in project management knowledge. Yeah. So let's move on to the benefits of using PRINCE2 in your projects. You'll find that features and benefits do overlap. So PRINCE2 is based on established best practices and governance for project management, provides a proven framework for managing projects effectively. It's like having a mentor with just decades of experience guiding you in every step as you're completing your project. Now, PRINCE2 can also be adapted to suit the needs of different projects, and that allows for a lot of flexibility in its application. It's like no project is too big or too small. PRINCE2 fits them all. Okay. Now, PRINCE2 can also be scaled, like we said earlier, to fit projects of different sizes and complexities, which makes it suitable for an incredibly wide range of projects. So whether you're organizing a local charity event or you're managing an international corporate expansion, PRINCE2 scales beautifully. Okay, so PRINCE2 is also widely recognized and understood. So again, it provides that common language and framework for project management. You can take your PRINCE2 knowledge anywhere in the world and you'll be able to connect with other project professionals. Okay, now by following the principles and the processes outlined in PRINCE2, projects are more likely to be delivered on time, within budget, and to the desired quality standards. Okay, it's like following a recipe that guarantees a perfect cake every time. No more soggy bottoms and burnt edges. Okay, now PRINCE2 version 7 has brought some very exciting updates to further enhance PRINCE2's effectiveness. So recognizing the very dynamic nature of today's project environments, we see that version 7 integrates more agile practices and actually ends up offering greater flexibility because of this. There's almost like adding a little bit of a turbo boost to your project management toolkit. Then we also have some detailed guidelines on how to tailor PRINCE2 to specific projects and different environments to make it even easier to customize the methodology. Okay, and then we also have the fact that version 7 includes updated best practices on things like governance. So that makes sure that your projects are aligning with organizational objectives and delivering maximum value. So that's making sure your projects are not only very efficient, but also strategically aligned. We're not just doing projects for the sake of doing projects. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of examples, real-world examples, to illustrate how PRINCE2 can be applied effectively. So we're going to start with the London Olympics in 2012. Okay, the London Olympics project management team actually used PRINCE2 to manage this complex and very multifaceted project. By implementing PRINCE2, they were able to deliver the games on time, within budget, and to very high quality standards. So imagine the scale of this project. Thousands of activities, hundreds of stakeholders, and billions of viewers worldwide. PRINCE2 is what helped keep everything on track. Now, if we take a look at the NHS National Programme for IT, the NHS National Programme for IT, or the NPFIT, was probably one of the most ambitious public sector IT projects ever attempted. Okay, it was launched in 2002, and the goal was to create a centralized electronic health record system for 50 million patients in England. However, despite its very noble intentions and immense scale, the project did ultimately fail, costing billions of pounds and delivering only a fraction of the intended benefits. So what went wrong? This is the question. One of the key principles of PRINCE2 is the ability to tailor the methodology to fit the specific needs of a project. Now, in the case of the NPFIT, there was insufficient tailoring. Okay, the project was managed with a very one-size-fits-all approach, which didn't account for the diverse needs and the complexities of different NHS trusts, and this resulted in a lack of alignment with more local requirements and essentially poor buy-in from our stakeholders. Now, PRINCE2 also places a very big emphasis on risk management. However, the NPFIT project failed to manage risks effectively. So risks related to technology integration, data security, user acceptance, they were not adequately addressed. Okay, so for example, there were some very significant issues with integrating new IT systems with existing hospital systems, which ultimately led to some disruptions and resistance from healthcare professionals. Effective communication and stakeholder engagement are cornerstones of PRINCE2. The NPFIT project struggled with engaging key stakeholders, particularly patients and clinicians, whose input was crucial, to say the very least, for the success of the system. The lack of a common vocabulary and insufficient involvement of the end users in the planning and the implementation phases led to a system that did not meet the practical needs of its users. Okay, and then lastly, the scope of the NPFIT was extremely ambitious, aiming to transform the entire IT infrastructure of the NHS in a relatively short period considering. So PRINCE2 emphasizes managing project scope and breaking down projects into manageable steps. Now, the failure to break the project down into smaller, more manageable components contributed to delays and cost overruns, essentially what we would refer to as scope creep. Okay, so to sum it up, PRINCE2 provides a structured, flexible, and scalable approach to project management that helps ensure successful project delivery. Whether you're a seasoned project manager or you're just starting, PRINCE2 can provide the framework that you need to manage projects effectively. So remember, project management doesn't have to be a mystery. With PRINCE2, you have a trusted guide that you can follow. Okay, so thank you so much for joining today's webinar. I hope you found the session informative and engaging. Feel free to ask anything about PRINCE2 project management, or even just share your own experiences in the comments below. And if you found the session to be informative and engaging, please click on the like button and subscribe to receive notifications for the next installments of our PRINCE2 series, where we will be discussing and covering PRINCE2's principles. Thanks so much. Bye for now.